Good morning once again. It's really good to see you. And what is your name? Where are you from?
So my name is Kian Sonai and I'm from Europe.
So I have many questions from you, like the other videos that we have made together. In those videos, we talked about aliens and that you yourself are from a different planet. Your soul is not from here. Um, this time, I have some questions related to consciousness, the super consciousness, and why do we have different souls? We are all a part of the same super consciousness. Then how come we have become different? Why are we unique?
Because the superconscious wants to experience itself in all ways. So it always wants to create new ways also to experience itself.
Okay. So all of us have specific qualities. Like in numerology, also we have different numbers. People born according to the dates, their numerological numbers. They have different qualities. So they are created in this manner.
Yeah, it's like when you think about each cell in your body, like certain cells, well, they're there for to take care like that you have like a certain organ like the heart or the liver, other cells for the blood. So it's the same way, like just in a much bigger spectrum.
And this nature of the soul changes over time, like after birth. Does it change because of the environment?
Well, we have an interesting question because then it's again about time and space. So is there really a change or only the idea of there is a change?
Okay. So like when we talk about genetics, so it's inherent. Everyone has certain features. We cannot change the features. Can we do that? Can we change our features if we do meditation? um, because it is said that through meditation we can change our DNA.
You can cleanse the informations which is within the cells, and through that you are cleansing them. So that means again like you're cleansing the attachments with lies or experiences which has been stored. That frees them. That creates more light and more that the cells and the light in them the frequency can go faster. And that is like what heighten the frequency of the consciousness.
So we can transcend our DNA.
Yes.
Okay. So nowadays everything is like through the theory of evolution. Life originated from a single cell, and then it changed because of the environment, and slowly and steadily different creatures started forming, and all the emotions, they evolved for certain purpose. So what do you think about evolution?
I think it's a theory. so I mean, humans always wanna in the mind put things into a box, try to understand how is certain things. But all the time, one can say if there is an evolution, then it is that scientists and people they realize that they're not limited from that what they thought was the reality, that suddenly it changed and now there is a new reality. So I think that's where really the evolution happens, is their limited perspective is being changed.
What do you think about quantum physics? They say that our consciousness creates reality in some ways.
Yeah, it's I always say like be very conscious about like what you're wishing for or what you send out. Like so when you have an emotion and you put a picture and you send the energy out according to that. So that creates like that life, it attracts that. Yeah. So sometimes people don't really consider. They just say, "Oh yeah, I want this and that," but then maybe that have like other consequences which you didn't think, and you maybe don't like to have. So it's good to be very clear about what is it you want to attract.
Okay. So consciousness was always there. It was eternal. What are your thoughts on that? Because there's a book written by Noah Harari, and in that he's a historian. So from the starting, like whatever we know about the history of our planet and history of like life, so he has listed everything, and he says that there was a time where suddenly something happened and life became conscious. Is this concept? Does this concept have any truth?
Well, how can I know if it has a truth? It's a concept, as you say. So the only thing is like if I can say I believe that. I mean, at least like the good thing, if that would be the truth, then at least one doesn't need to wonder what came first, the egg or the chicken. So but it's a concept and I'm not sure if I believe it.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Big Bang theory, suddenly life existed.
What are your thoughts on the Big Bang Theory?
What is the force about that? Well, I mean, you can say it like, yeah, there is the possibility that something emerged maybe out from like the black hole, which is like what also like is a little bit now when we are here, like Kashi, where it's like the one where things, the big eye with nothing inside, which is like where everything is born from, but also can be taken away. So it's kind of like the same mythological concept.
So Kashi has that energy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So when people come to Kashi, all of their karma starts getting cleaned faster. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a concept.
Okay.
I would say like the more, of course, you believe that, the more at least you have the intention towards that you want to cleanse your karma and you want maybe to work and deal out the things, but it is not just like a magic thing which just appears, just because you don't want to face the things which you have manifested in life. You all have to face these things and create peace with it. And when the peace has created, then you will have much more compassion to the world.
Yes, so like we have to face the consequences of our karma, and there has to be an intention also which develops.
Yeah, I mean, with that you release, then like the intention for releasing like the karma is also like it creates like example, if I go through like something, okay, maybe I was in a past life a warrior and I killed people and I realized, okay, why was it like I was doing that? Okay, it was because I believed that was the truth. That was for the good of something. Well, that is then like, okay, I can have compassion then to myself and also like to the whole situation of I didn't know better, but then I can choose from now on. I don't want to lift the weapons to do the same thing that I want to kill for a cause, which the whole world again and again try to tell us, yeah, we should go kill because of a religion, because of your country and so on. But behind it is always somebody with just one power and want to be rich.
Yes.
So why should we all go in war for their greed? Like, I don't get that. Like, it's we are getting all the armor for their greed. So yeah, no, thank you.
I agree with you.
Yes.
So when we reach our higher state of consciousness, super consciousness, through surrender, that happens. How can one surrender? Like, if a person doesn't have a guru, because it becomes very difficult for people to let go. So how can we do that? How can we surrender ourselves to God?
I do think it does help if you have somebody which from the heart really have walked the path, so they can guide like the steps which maybe they already walked but you haven't walked. So that can be very helpful. But there will always be like that one also not just like walk blindly, like so you have a lot of people also walk blindly just for some kind of guru or master or
Yes.
teacher or whatever. And yeah, it's important that it's not just like blindly, but that that you really feel there's the right intention within it. And how to read, like to surrender. I mean, I know like that I still have like this, what would one call it, like it's kind of like where I dare to surrender into this kind of, you can nearly call it the Kashi, yeah? So it's kind of surrender into a space which is just this, where nothing exists, like this black hole of non-existence. And until now, it's been something which have really evoked like a very strong fear in me that I haven't dared really myself like to really truly face it properly. So I'm looking forward to the next journey of that. See how that goes.
All the best to you. And surrender is, I think, all about feeling and letting the divine guide you and not worrying about what will happen.
Yeah. So it's really like, yeah, about really this deep trust and feeling that you're guided, and it doesn't really matter in whichever like culture or religion or whatever you have which guide you there. It's all about that you really have that true intention in your heart to really wanna like be in this oneness with that divine energy.
Yes, and ultimately be a part of that divine energy. And then what happens?
I mean, the only thing I can say is the closest I have been to it was a bliss. So
Was it?
a bliss, I don't know if you know what a bliss is.
No, I don't.
Okay, so a bliss is that you have a moment of
Bliss.
yeah. So you have a moment of feeling of the enlightenment. Yeah. So in my case, it was like I went into a state where suddenly everything became like this golden color, and then I kind of I knew whatever question somebody would have, I would have the answer. I could just like, I felt it was like suddenly something from my heart was just speaking to people, and I was just the observer. So I was not the one like being in the action in the world. It was the divine was the action in the world. So I was more like some little, I don't know, drop of consciousness or something like that, if you can call it like that. So what then happened was like at a certain point, then it just disappeared again. It was like, so I always call it a bliss. It's like a trailer of the movie. So it kind of show you all the amazing abilities of how it must be to be enlightened. And then right after that, then comes all the heaviness and difficulties of life you have to face for coming and attaining that place, you know. So yeah, it's like if you watch the whole movie, it's like it gets really long and boring. But if you have the trailer, it's always putting the nicest stuff in, you know. Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
yeah,
My
so-
questions are done.
for now,
Yeah, for now. Thank you. Really, thank you.
it was an honor. Thank you.